question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smiling. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
But it's the madness that's insane kind of madness. That kind, I'm waking up, I'm positive. I did everything I needed to do this morning. And before I went to bed last night, I took my nice good old cup of sea moss, and everything, made me some hot sea moss tea. Woke up this morning, boo, boo, boo. Read my book, Shades of Blue, so I had a good night. I always have a good night when I snuggle up with a nice book and a nice cup of hot tea or cocoa, whatever it is, nice and warm you want to drink. Because it was a little chilly last night, wasn't it not? But for a limited time, you can get this book, Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning, with an 8-ounce jar of sea moss. And you can start or end your day or night off right. Telling you, for a limited time, we got a combo special, $10 off when you buy the Shades of Blue book. And when you buy an 8-ounce jar of Molly Moss Sea Moss. Sea Moss Boss. Yes. Lemonade, tea, and smoothies and ices and all that. You do all of that with the sea moss. And like I said, and it's good for y'all. So I want to say good morning to my panel. Good morning, panel. Who's in here with me? I cannot see. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Beast. What's up? What it do? Good morning, Mr. Kiani. I missed you. You looking good.
Good morning. How you doing?
Grand rising to you, King. Grand rising to both of the kings. Kings is in the house. Yes. Y'all representing for the men. All right. Let's get into it. I'm sorry, Rodney, if you lost some money on the game. Because Nick Rellini told me that the 49ers was going to win. And it was up. But I told you that 47 spread you gave me, I told you under, and wasn't it under?
It was under.
That's right.
I think it ended up being 47, right?
You said 47. I knew.
747.5 was the spread, but yeah, I still lost because we didn't get any of the touchdowns, the people that we chose for touchdowns to win.
I know it was those thousands to one long shot people. Yeah, was it scripted or did it seem? I don't know. Everything seems scripted to me nowadays. You want to give the folks a recap on yesterday's game? Real quick, 2-minute recap.
Oh, I had about 30 Jello shots. I barely remember yesterday, so I can't give you a good recap at all.
Kiani, did you see the game yesterday?
Shit, I was talking, smoking. I was doing everything. Yeah, I saw it. I mean, I saw some of it, but I ain't gonna lie, I was busy talking.
All right. Did anybody see the halftime show?
On the
Mm-hmm.
halftime show, I enjoyed the halftime show. It was better than I thought it was going to be for sure.
I missed that. So Usher did his thing.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, he did good. He did good.
Yeah,
Okay, Usher.
I definitely thought it was going to be worse. You know what I'm saying? I was like, he going to do some terrible dance move or something that's going to be a meme. But nah, he brought out the right people, and like I said, I enjoyed it. Once Alicia Keys came out there and
Little John, he did excellent.
Yeah, it kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of Luda came out there, so it was
and her. I think her came play guitar.
Her came out there. Yep, her came out there.
Yep. Bad. I love me some her. I love her, SZA. I love these new R&B artists, female R&B artists. Yes.
Yeah, her is definitely talented, man. But it was once he brought them out, it was good. It was really good. I enjoyed it.
Okay, because I thought they was going to give the Super Bowl halftime show to somebody else. But Usher Raymond is back on point. Hey, Usher, y'all know he like big girls.
Yeah, well, I'm tired. I'll tell you what, I'm tired of Taylor Swift already, though. That was annoying to me.
What was she doing? She performed too?
No. Well, she was there with because she's dating Kelsey, yeah, and she was there with Ice Spice. But the thing I hated was they just won the Super Bowl and they showing Taylor Swift the whole time. I'm like, show Andy Reid, show the players. I don't want to see Taylor Swift celebrating. She ain't do nothing. Don't worry, she's not worth knowing who she is, in my opinion.
Oh, so it's a rapper?
Yeah, a female rapper, yeah.
It's so many. Well, okay. So
she got famous on Instagram or something with some song about something. I don't know. I'm not a fan, so I have no idea. I think I don't know which one she sung, but or which one she rapped or whatever. I'm just not a fan.
Okay. Wow. Look, today Monday Madness. Get in here, y'all. Valentine's Day, right? What do Kiani Beast? Do y'all know what Valentine's Day is? Where it came from? Why we celebrate or any of
that? They needed to figure out a way to boost sales in February, so they created a holiday.
Before the retail market.
What?
Ain't that what it is? No.
I mean, they got Christmas. They okay, we got Black Friday. All right, so it's a long drought before we have something else to make y'all spend money on. So let's create a holiday. And they said, what can we do? What do we need to do? We need to have it about love, and we'll tell all the women that it's the dead day is for them. It ain't like Mother's Day ain't for them, and every other day for them.
Nope. That ain't even what it's about. Kiana, you know?
I'm sorry. Know about what now?
Valentine's Day. What is for, where it came from? What you know about Valentine's Day?
Yes, he say, she say. They saying, some Italian guy made it up. I keep hearing different stories,
See, all of y'all got different opinions, a different story, but it took me to do some digging and research, and I got a bit of a, shocker for you guys.
Yeah, they said something about some demonic stuff, talking about some sacrifices and some more stuff. I mean, I heard different stories, so I'm just saying that one story I heard about some Italian guy made it up. And then I heard some other stories about some sacrifices and some deals with the bad. And there's different stuff. I mean, I heard, it's a lot of witchery stuff going on around that day.
Yep, you would be correct. And how they, how they did it. And it was 269.
Wow.
The year 269. It's during Rome when it conquered. Took over the world. I got the dirt for y'all. I did some, and I was like, okay, yep. And I cross-referenced everything, not just from one point, but from 5 or 6 different, stories, to get the full package, and this was the one that went back that almost gave you all the complete details, like in one, because you got to go back to the Greek god, know who Pan is, and then you got to go back to the Roman god Romulus and Remus, and I know y'all and how that part came along. All of it poop, and it's actually it was a pagan holiday and ritual that celebrated all of this sick stuff. Yep, they was having sex with children, sex with everything. It was just like all of this stuff. And then with Christianity, they try to figure out, how can I, good old Constantine, always trying to put everything together, how can we make this palatable to Christians? But how can we celebrate what we want to celebrate and then throw a Christian's cherry on top? And if the church know the truth about all of this, why do we still celebrate it, y'all? Why do they celebrate it in churches? Why do they celebrate it in school? How you want to take prayer out of school but leave Valentine's Day in it? How you want to take prayer out of school and leave all of these fake holiday and pagan rituals in there? I'm not understanding that. But with that being said, Molly, play. It's a long video, so we're gonna play some and stop, and then I want to get your thoughts on it. Molly, play the first 3.5 minutes to the video, please. Well, actually, go to 1 minute and 50 seconds because the intro is just the intro, but we want to get to the story. As y'all could tell, I was doing some looking, and like I said,
you're making Molly work today.
Let's examine it. Let's begin. So where did Valentine's Day come from? Many people think that it's just one of those American holidays that we just partake in. It's just something that we as Americans do. But the celebration of Valentine's Day is not American. Others like to believe that it is a Christian holiday because it was named after a Christian saint by the Roman Catholic Church. But the truth is that Valentine's Day was made by the Roman Catholic Church to Christianize the pagan celebration of Lupercalia. Lupercalia was one of the most ancient Roman festivals, which was celebrated every year in honor of Lupercus, the god of fertility, also known as the god Faunus. This festival, which celebrated the coming of spring, included fertility rites, orgies, fornication, sex with minors, drunkenness, and other activities like the pairing off of women with men by lottery. Lupercalia was a fertility festival dedicated to Faunus, as well as to the founders of Rome, Romulus and Remus. During this time, the winter solstice is long gone, and the pagans are now seeing that the days are getting gradually longer. This was one of the most important fertility festivals for pagans. The festival was held on the 15th of February in the Lupercal, where Romulus and Remus were said to have been nurtured by the she-wolf. The place contained an altar and a grove sacred to the god Lupercus. In Lupercal, the Luperci, who were the priests, assembled on the day of Lupercalia and sacrificed goats and dogs. These animals were known for their strong sexual instinct, making them most appropriate sacrifices to the god of fertility. Then the Luperci cut thongs from the skins of the sacrificial animals and ran in 2 bands around the Palatine Hill. They would whip any women who came near them. A blow from the thong was supposed to make a woman fertile. It's said that young women would actually line up for the men to hit them. Now, if you just dig a little deeper, you can understand further what is being celebrated. Lupercalia is believed to be connected to the ancient Greek festival of Arcadian Lycaea and the worship of Pan. Lupercalia is the Roman form of worship of the Greek god Pan. Pan can be traced to the sun god Baal. He is the horned god. And we know Baal is none other than Nimrod. Nimrod was the original Lupercus. The Lupercalia, the festival of the Romans held during the time we know today as Valentine's Day, was a festival to honor Nimrod.
Okay. Now, I would get some spam. So what do y'all think about what you are hearing so far? How they used to do back in there, all types of obscurity, sex with minors, sex with each other, auctioning off women and all of that stuff. That's just the first part of it. It progressively gets worse. This is what they doing back then. What you think, Rodney?
Well, I want to bring back the hitting with the whip to make her fertile, whatever he said, part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because Valentine's Day. I work hard for Valentine's Day. I think we need to bring the fertile part back into it. No flowers. I want to fertilize you.
You don't want to fertilize nothing, Rodney, whipping no daggone women and then parenting off and auctioning off the women and then having sex with kids and minors, all of that, and then wearing around dog and goat skin clothing.
Well, you got to take and you leave a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You take some things and you leave a little bit. I mean,
none of that.
Now Valentine's Day is just buy stuff, man. Buy stuff. You gotta take people out to dinner. I call Valentine's Day because I've been in the restaurant business. I call it an amateur date night, because you got all these people going out on dates that don't normally go out on dates. So in the restaurant business, that's what we call it. And then we call the day before was Side Chick Tuesday in the restaurant business. That's when people would take out their side chicks either the day before Valentine's Day or the day after. But as far as everything with the gods and all that stuff, I mean, hey.
But if you don't celebrate it, it don't have to be on that day. Look, and you could do something else if you want to show somebody you love them. Show them all year long. Give me a one Reese cup every day for 360. One bag of Reese cup. You show me you love me every day. Here, boo. Here, your little chocolate on your pillow. Kiss me. Massage me. You could do any of that. You don't have to spend all of that money because you get all caught up into make believe and get the retail pockets richer. That is not the real meaning of love, y'all. King Kiani, what do you think? Kiani's all biblical, and remember all of that running around.
Well, as you see, the words that they were saying, like it's different words that we use every day. That back in the day, that was strong and powerful. Like it's a lot of demonic forces out here. So I know Valentine's Day is red, which it kind of makes sense what they were saying in the video. I think it's sad, but it's supposed to be about love. So as you see the videos, they was talking about love. Then they talking about sex, fornication, and sacrifices, and so
they're talking about love of minors, love of each other, love of men and men and women and women. Love. They talking about. They ain't meaning a heart love. They mean lustful love. They mean rude and lascivious things. They mean sex, baby. They mean orgy with anything, everybody you can. Man, woman, dog, child, cat, boo, goat. That's what they talking about. They ain't talking about that kind of love. Let's watch some more of the video, Kiani. I love you, boo.
I love you too.
Molly.
In this Roman form. This is paganism. In ancient pagan Rome, the month of February was sacred to Juno Februata, the goddess of the fever of love. Juno Februata was also the goddess of women and of marriage. February 14th was her festival day. A box was provided from which single men could draw a billet, a small piece of paper on which a woman's name was written. The couple would then form a temporary liaison for the erotic games to follow. Sometimes they would remain partners for the following 12 months. Marriage sometimes resulted from this practice.
It's called Tinder.
So these days were used to celebrate fertility in ancient pagan Rome. It was a pagan festival day that goes back to the honoring of Nimrod. This was what happened during this time in ancient history. So where did the name Valentine's Day come from? Valentine's Day is said to be named after a few Christian martyrs who the Roman Catholic Church named saints. According to one story, Roman Emperor Claudius II imposed a ban on marriages because too many young men were dodging the draft by getting married. At that time, only single men had to enter the army. There was a Roman physician and priest who had converted to Christianity when it was a persecuted religion. His name was Valentinus of Terni. And according to some of the stories, he used to marry Christian couples in secret. It was said he wore a ring with a cupid on it, which is used as a symbol of love. We'll cover that soon. The ring helped soldiers recognize him. When he was exposed, he was imprisoned, tortured, and beheaded. Later, he became a martyr and the patron saint of true love and marriages. While awaiting execution, he was visited by young lovers with notes about how much better love is than war. Some think of these love letters as the first Valentines. Valentinus' execution occurred on February 14th in the year 269.
I'm partnering up with Adobe to show you guys some of the new features they just released in Adobe Express. In my videos,
Later on, after Rome adopted Christianity and the Roman Empire fell, and the Holy Roman Empire began, the Roman Catholic Church made changes. The church was opposed to this display of open eroticism and sensuality that occurred during Lupercalia. In the 5th century, Pope Gelasius declared February 14th a holy day in honor of Valentinus, instead of the pagan god Lupercus. As with most non-biblical customs found in the church today, Lupercalia was simply given a Christian-sounding name and adopted into the Universal Catholic Church. They adopted some of the pagan celebrations during Lupercalia to reflect Christian beliefs. For example, as part of the Juno Februata ritual, instead of pulling girls' names from boxes, both boys and girls chose the names of martyred saints from a box. They were expected to emulate the life of the saint whose name they had drawn. And this is where we get Valentine's Day from. It was a rebranding of a pagan festival worshiping fertility. They did this to make it easy on the pagan converts who were coming into their new popular Christianity. These pagans were unwilling to give up their satanic pagan rituals. So instead of putting a halt to the growing paganism of the church, the Romans took the approach of blend and incorporate. But changing the name of a pagan ritual doesn't change the fact that it is still a pagan ritual. So this is where Valentine's Day comes from. It is completely pagan. During the Middle Ages, it began to be incorporated with love. And that's where much of what we know of it today comes from. But let's look at some of the symbols that are used today with Valentine's Day. The red rose. You think this flower was just chosen because it is beautiful? Not at all. Venus was the Roman goddess of beauty, love, fertility, and sexual immorality, such as prostitution. She was the Roman equivalent to the Greek goddess Aphrodite. Venus is the mother of Cupid. Her favorite flower was the red rose, which then associated the red rose with love. Because Valentine's Day became associated with love, in honor of the pagan goddess Venus, or Aphrodite, the goddess of love, red roses became synonymous with Valentine's Day. Just remember, if you look up most customs of today, you will often find a pagan god in connection with it. Does this mean it's pagan to love a red rose? Obviously not, but you should know why it is connected with Valentine's Day. Buying red roses for your loved one does not make you a pagan. I want to make that clear.
Okay. Now, y'all see that it was clearly a pagan holiday. It's just like they put some sugar or some shiznit. Is that gonna make you eat it? Oh, okay, yeah. Or spray some shiznit with flowers to make it smell all good. They gonna feed you some garbage and try to put something on top to make it appealing or alluring to it. But it doesn't change the fact that pile of dump is a pile of dump. I don't care how much sugar and how much fragrance you spray on it. But they do that so they can trick us into what? Going along with whatever they selling. And see how they commercialized it. And like I mentioned before, they've been to prayer out of school, but they didn't take Valentine's Day. And you all see that is a religion or a pagan ritual or observant of what they believe in. And we let this stuff go. We go along because we don't know. We don't know the real history behind stuff, why we do what we do. And I'm kind of upset about that because that means they making us into hypocrites. If I believe one thing and then they say, well, let me slide this in there. She can't believe that because she ain't even was smart enough to do her own research to know why you do what you do. So she can't say she don't believe in nothing because she fall for anything. Once we know better, we supposed to do better, right? So we know this. All the churches know this. So why do they still celebrate it? That's the question.
Because they want to cover it up and make it sweet. Go ahead, Kiana.
I'm sorry, Rodney.
No, you good.
No, Ronnie, go ahead. I'm listening, Ronnie. Go ahead.
Kiana listening.
No, I was saying, because they want to cover it up and make it seem sweet. I mean, they do that. That's just the practice. That's the general everyday practice about everything. I mean, they trying to make slavery sound sweet, like they did us a favor. They trying to, take what they was doing in the past and cover it up and make it look good. I mean, the Catholic Church has been doing that forever. So, I mean, that's just another page in their book of what they do is, they change the name of it, make it look sweet and make it act like they never did the stuff they was doing before. Of course we wasn't, picking names and taking women and doing all that stuff. Nah, we was getting flowers and we was giving flowers and telling people I love you and make sure you go to K Jewelers. That's the whole thing now.
It's commercial now, but why do we go along? Why do we agree with that? Why do we go along with that? We know when you find out that it's wrong, do we say, okay, I'm gonna still do it anyway? Why do we do that? Why do we go along, or why do we reward bad behavior? If you know something wrong, why do we go along and get along? Why do we have to emulate and run with the masses?
Because they put inside our minds, and everybody go with the matrix. Every supermarket got flowers and got all the other stuff, and we go with it. Whatever they say, we go with it. We have to stop going with what they say and what they do. Now, this is true. 2 reasons why. 1, look at Valentine's Day. Look how everybody acts about it. For 2, all the red and all the stories. For 3, if you look at the history, something is happening because every movie about kids being trafficking, it's about sexual harassment, it's about it's everything, just all the movies all about just sacrifices and just demonic. So it gotta be true. I mean, it's certain days that we go off of, like Christmas and Valentine's Day. All these days are certain, but are they certain? If Jesus was born in March, why are we talking about December? So it's like everything's a lie, or everything's being covered up.
Everything is stories. It's like they take stories on top of stories. Like me and Molly was talking earlier. If you say we're going to have Molly Day, and every day on Molly Day, we're going to celebrate it by robbing people, smacking somebody upside the head, jacking their cars, and just purging, okay? Then 20 years later, they said, no, we ain't going to do it like that no more. We're going to say that Molly Day is associated with love, that everybody give everybody a hug and a kiss, and then we're going to celebrate it that way. You're not going to tell the truth of really how Molly Day came along. You're going to have everybody thinking that Molly Day was always something good or always something positive. They're always trying to erase and rewrite history. Did I say that right? Erase, write, and rewrite.
Rewrite history.
And rewrite the stories. Just like what they doing in Virginia. They changing the name of these Confederate schools and streets and all of that. To change the name. Why? Why can't you leave those names there? Because that's all that money going into changing names and stuff. To say that's what it was. It was bad behavior, but we do this now. But instead, they want to erase it like they didn't do the stuff from the beginning. What? That's gaslighting at its best. Is that the definition of gaslighting? Taking the truth, but you convince the people that it ain't what it is? That's the right definition of gas. Am I using it right, y'all? I don't know what all this lingo is, but what is the panels? What is the people saying out there? Can anybody read what the panel's saying? Look, and I'm single. Valentine's Day is it ain't no Valentine's Day for me. It's a farce. But if you want to impress me, don't give me no candy, no flowers. They die. You want to impress me? Pay a bill or two, or give me some groceries. That chocolate I can only eat. That's gonna raise my sugar. But put a chicken in the pot. The stew. Let's have dinner. Let's have, you can do so many different things, and then taking somebody out, going out of your budget, men and women nowadays, going out of your budget to overextend yourself for this one superficial day, hoping that you get some nookie. That's all, to me, that's all wrong. First of all, if I love you, honey, I'm gonna give you the nookie every day, a couple of times a day. First of all, I love you, I'm gonna give it to you all the time. Anyway, you ain't got to pay for it because we're together. It's yours anyway, right? Second of all, sometimes chocolate give me the runs. I don't know about so. If you like chocolate, give a lot of people the runs and up their sugar. And with them cherries in it, and all that stuff, the strawberries. I don't know, but that's not impressive to me. And then a card and the box, Rodney, I know you got something to say about it.
I ain't saying nothing. I ain't got nothing to say about it. Nah, I'm just laughing. I mean, hey, look, me and my wife, we've been over Valentine's Day a long time ago. We don't celebrate it like that anyway. It's Valentine's for us every day. So I mean, it doesn't. We definitely don't go out on Valentine's Day. We don't do none of that stuff. And like I said, I've been in the business. It's nothing to me. I do things for my kids, so that's typically what we do. I've brought my daughter, a stuffed animal or stuff like that every year. I'm gonna do the same on Wednesday, until she graduates, which she's graduating next year. So I always bring it up to the school to make her feel special, and put Secret Admirer on there or something like that. But other than that, we don't do nothing like that. I don't know if you want to call it celebrating it or not. So that's all I got to say about that.
Look, Lee is doing sign language. Can y'all hear her?
No.
Good morning, Lee. Well, I don't know what she's saying.
I don't know. I don't think she can hear us, maybe.
Can you hear us?
Oh, I can hear her. She moving the camera. She can't talk.
I can hear her. Is that her moving?
Yeah, sound like it.
Say something, Lee. I don't.
I can hear you now.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. We can hear you. We can hear you too. Let me read some of these comments off the side here. Okay. What it do, my sis and bro? How y'all doing? That's DJ Slicky Woo Boo. Hey Slicky, Molly. Thank God they Christianized everything. They showed up. Do Kenneth Clark? Hey Kenneth, keeping it DA building the love doctor. He said Kiani. Look, letters is missing out my eyesight. So y'all work with me. Okay. Hey, Pastor. Okay. Molly said we all monkey see, monkey do. You remember that song? Monkey see, monkey do, monkey put your head in. What is that? Put your head in do. Monkey, we used to say some crazy stuff. And that's true. If you see somebody put their head in shit every day and say, oh, this is a new celebration, are you going to do it? We got to think before we leap. Felicia is watching. Good morning, Felicia. Hey, Felicia, we ain't seen you in a minute. Hey, girl. Molly said these people are probably never thought that they think will carry out for centuries. Oh, I believe they do. And then Slicky said, sissy shiznit, that having sex with men and children, each other and animals and all of that. To me, that's just that pagan lifestyle. But you can do whatever you want to do nowadays. They seem to accept everything, and I mean everything. All you got to do is take a dump in the cup, sprinkle some sugar on it, and say, "Here, have a Frosty." How many people gonna eat it and taste it? Y'all remember that video that was going around where that man had some jism in a cup, and he's telling people, giving people cups of this, hey, taste this, and say, oh, it's a new pudding, and then he told the people later that it was his jizz, and they was tasting it, ooh, this, that, or whatever, they liked it. He tasted it because that was his, in the cup. You got to think before we leap. That's all I'm saying. Kidham said traditions are hard to break. What? But we're going to do it forever. When are we going to break it? When are we going to stop doing wrong things and saying that they're right? Tradition is not hard to break when they know the truth behind it. When am I going to stop pissing on your foot and telling you it's raining? So I'm going to continue to pee on your foot. When are we going to change the dynamic of, because we could change presidents of the United States. Why can't we start telling the truth and let people free will, give people real, true free will to make their decisions instead of trying persuading the people's decision or swaying the person's vote or gaslighting these people? Kenneth, okay, let me finish reading. Kenneth said no, because the people have pushed for it. The people don't want to see no buildings that represent racism. So now they are doing what the people have, what do you say, acts, get rid of all buildings. Oh, that's about changing the name and all that. That's stupid. How about don't build no more? How about tell the truth about the statues and stuff that's erected and put it on there what it really is. If you got a picture of Grant, put it on there the truth. But they would rather take these statues and monuments down, which I disagree in. Because again, you changing and trying to alter history. That's what they did with the pyramids. Instead of keeping the pyramids, the faces of the people, that's why they cut the nose off. To hide the truth from you, so you wouldn't know who, you wouldn't see the map of Africa on these people's faces, so they can pursue and tell their lies, whatever lies they want to do. See, you could take the school, change the name, and lie about it, and then go forth with a lie. People change all the time. That's why we get all this BS in history. That's why history is always ever changing. It's not the word that's always changing; it's the story that they give the world, and we follow right along in suit with it. But my question is, if all of these churches and religious, all this, they know what it is, and they said there's one true God, I believe in Yahweh, I believe in Jehovah, I believe in the Most High, whatever. They know that they don't believe in Baal. They know they don't believe in Pan. They know that they don't believe in Nimrod. They know they don't believe Romulus or Remulus. They know they don't believe in that. So why do you still celebrate that? If I say I don't believe in eating pork, I don't believe in eating a pig, but I be messing up some bacon and pork chops, what does that say about me? We make ourselves hypocrite. We got to stand on what we believe in, but nobody do. So nobody believe on nothing because ain't nobody standing for nothing, because all of this stuff is made up. Do what you want to do. Monday Madness, y'all. People, do I got a point what I'm saying? Or I mean, does it make sense to anybody? Lee, we just coming in. We talking about celebrating Valentine's Day, and we know now that it's a pagan holiday and ritual and all that good stuff. And my question, just one question: if we know it's bad, why do we still celebrate it? Why are the churches still celebrating a satanic cult and ritual? Lee?
Because we were built on evil. We were built on evil. Can you hear me?
We were built.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
were built on evil. They want, see, it goes back to, it's a medieval thing. It's all medieval. And it's what they can get you to believe. See, the more, even though it was back then, it's now. It's here now. This is the time where how can I'm trying to phrase it right so it don't get the misinformation, the misteaching, the miss everything. Everything is missed. If they give you, I can't say it in a minute. I can't, because you caught me at a different time. But it's a demonic situation. They're teaching us their way, not our way. Valentine's Day, Halloween, that day, because they circle you, turn on the lights, light a candle, and they sing this song to you, which shortens your life. I did some research on that some years ago, and I think I sent it to you. Valentine's Day, your birthday, and Halloween, even Thanksgiving Day. All of these days that we celebrate are not good days.
Nothing we celebrate in America on good days. Molly,
why is because of the bad information that we get, the teaching. Huh?
I said Molly made a good point. He said
What'd
they
you say?
changed the Bible and they changed Jesus' name. That again, that's them rewriting everything. So we really don't know what is true. All we know is what's in our heart. What is true, what is not, what is wrong. Because we all know when you're doing wrong or when you're doing right. But you can't even go about what they teach us in church. You can't go about what they teach us in school. You can't go about. We got to get our base education from home, from us. We got to change us. We got to teach our children. Well, if we choose to have children, we got to teach them better, because we cannot rely on society. Society is not going to teach them correct. Society is going to teach them a way to conform them into what they want us to be. They want us to be in the box. So society is going to teach you everything in this box and out this box in their curriculum, because they're not trying to teach you. They're trying to train you. Thank you, Mr. Malik and Mr. Molly, because I hear them talking, and when they talk to me, y'all think Reese don't be listening, but she be listening. She listens and she let it sink in and marinate. Then she go flipping pages and trying to do some research on what she's thinking that she hear. And let's finish up the video, Molly, and then we're gonna go back around the panel and get everybody's thoughts. Molly, we can finish up the video.
Cupid. Most people don't know this because he's often portrayed as a little baby boy. But Cupid is a pagan god. Like I said earlier, his mother was the goddess Venus. He is a counterpart of the Greek god Eros. According to the myth, Cupid was the son of Mercury and Venus. Mercury being the winged messenger of the gods, and Venus, the goddess of love and beauty. Cupid often appeared as a winged infant carrying a bow and a quiver of arrows. Legend has it that Cupid shoots magical gold-tipped arrows at both gods and humans. By piercing their heart with an arrow, he causes individuals to fall deeply in love. This is why you always see a heart with an arrow. It's a representation of the pagan god Cupid. He is portrayed today as a little cute, chubby cherub with a bow and arrow, ready to shoot people and infect them with pangs of love. But he is an ancient pagan god. He is not just a little cute baby with an arrow. When you reference anything with him, you are participating in pagan beliefs. This is why he is associated with Valentine's Day, because it is a pagan holiday. Now, just the lustful nature of Valentine's Day as a whole is according to the pagan ritual of fertility. This is the time where people would gather their lovers for the year. This is not a day to get caught up in. Everything surrounding this day is pagan. It was then rebranded as a Christian holiday, and today it is looked at as secular, but it is not so. Anytime you have holidays that are connected with pagan gods, if you're a believer in Yahshua, you must completely abstain from them. Today, it is marketed as a day of love, but it is completely, again, a pagan holiday. Many of its customs and practices have changed and evolved over time. But at the heart, it's all about pagans and their gods, a way of celebrating them. It goes back to Nimrod. It's very easy to get lost in the crowd and just partake in it because that's what the majority is doing. Because they make it seem as if it's secular and does not have any deity attached to it. It's just about love and fun. But a simple understanding of Cupid clearly shows that that's not true. For a believer in Yahshua, we are called to be set apart from the world, not following the crowd. We are not to be of this world. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2 says, "Do not learn the way of the Gentiles. We are to learn the ways of our Father." We should not follow pagan activities just because the world makes it easier for us to do so. The Apostle Paul tells us in Colossians chapter 2, verse 8, see to it that no one...
Because he's going into a book that's been rewritten and tampered with and all that stuff again too. But it gives us the basis of what we were all saying on the show, why we do what we do. And the change starts with us. What Kenneth used to say, we got to be our own change agent. We all we need is start with us. You know, and I used to celebrate it when I didn't know no better, when I didn't know the information that I do now. It starts with knowledge. You know, I guess that's the basis of it. Like I said, I don't understand how they took prayer out of school, but then kept all of these pagan rituals in place. But I think Rodney and Kiani was saying earlier, which one of y'all said that that's the plan? Was that you, Rodney?
No, I think it was Kiani.
Kiani?
Yes.
What you think about your Cupid, your heart, your arrow, and being shot through the heart and all of that? When you do that, we worshiping these things and not even knowing it. Wow. That's why we're cursed. That's why we still under the influence of whatever thing, because we keep doing it over and over and over again every year. We're doing this over and over again. And that's why we still sleep, as you say. I know they're gonna get me, they're gonna come after me like a mug. Just know that Farisi dropping some science and knowledge, trying to wake some people up. If something never happened to me, I'm telling my people now that love me. They got me. They got me. Go ahead, Kiani.
Well, every day is love, just like everybody was saying. So I think going to dinner like a normal day is normal. You know, I think the sacrificing, and the other stuff is celebrating it. But I think, you know, going to dinner or just tell somebody you love them, it's okay. You know, it's just a normal day, you know what I'm saying? But I think when you get it all into it, you know, you kind of into it, you know, like Halloween. I mean, kids going trick-or-treating, yeah, but, you know, the kids ain't being, you know, they not going to hell, you know, because they kids. So like, I think it's what you do and how you do it that make you cursed, I think, you know.
Rodney, what you think?
I just, you know, well, I mean, it is what it is. I didn't know nothing about nothing about it, all this pagan holiday stuff. But like I said, once again, I never put any value in it anyway. So to me, you know, it is enlightening. But I feel that it's been so, I guess, what's the word? It's been changed so much, and then it's taught at such a young age. That, you know, it's going to be hard to try to change that thing or change the narrative, because you've been taught ever since you were little, you know, that Valentine's Day is a day to give candy and give your card to your friends and socialized it to the point where now it's not even, you know, it's is just taught to you from the beginning. So I mean, you're not going to tell kids that hey, you know, this is the day to just go. You know, this was a day of raping back in the day. You know what I'm saying? We did. You know, it just it's already been taught to the kids and the young folks the lies. So
when do we stop the lie? When do we, you know, we find this out today? When do, just like they want to stop talking about slavery? You see what they put in place? They want to change it so we can change and stop doing whatever we want to do, whatever the people want to do. Now they want to stop talking about something that impacted all of us, but they still keep pushing that lie of Valentine's Day. But you see how they shut slavery down? You can't even talk about it. You can't even talk about slavery. You can't even talk about none of that. So why can't they do the same with Valentine's Day? You see how they took religion or prayer out of school? So you can't tell me they can't stop. We can stop to do whatever we want to do if we want to do it. They enjoy exhibiting bad behavior. They enjoy this stuff. That's why they don't want to stop it.
What? It's because the fallen angels got to, you know, it's Italy, you know, Portugal, you know, so they're saying the fallen angels basically was talking to, you know, basically the light-skinned people, you know what I'm saying? The other races besides, you know. So basically that's what was going on. That's why the world where it is now. So if the fallen angels was talking to the humans and was teaching human things, these holidays and these other things came about. You know, if you notice, they keep saying Romans and all these other people. So that means it's got to be true because they keep talking about sex, fornication, men on men. You know, they keep saying all this on every level. It's the same thing. So it got to be true. You know, and they keep saying it was they having sex with kids. Yeah, you know, so you know, and that's Italy basically, and you know, Portugal and Spain, and you know, that's basically.
It's a European thing, but this is my whole thing. We got the power to do whatever we want to do. Like I said, they stop prayer in school, but they're going to keep Valentine's Day. They stopping people now from learning about slavery, but they're going to keep Valentine's Day. They stopping people, and that's why we got so many broken up different religions, because they do what they want to do. But all of them are keeping Valentine's Day. You see it all in the church. Oh, it's the day of love. It's the day of this. It's the day. No, it was the day of pedophilia. It was the day of rape. It was the day of misogyny. It was the day of eroticism. And it was the day of homosexuality. It was the day of all immoralities. You could do whatever. Let your freak flag fly. That's what Valentine's Day was. Your freak, whatever you want to do, you could do it on this day. That's why they use goats and dogs, sacrificial animals, because they had a real humpity thing going on, and then they're gonna cut off and wear the skins and everything. It's just all it's all stems from the same thing. And then, like Molly said, women, we are one of the biggest culprits of this day on Valentine's Day. They got the women pushing it. Oh, give me flowers. Oh, give me this. Oh, give me that. Ladies, stop and really think. You want your man to take you out at Ruth Chris for a nice steak dinner, give you flowers and perfumes, and your damn lights get ready to get cut off. What is more important? Oh, he didn't give me enough for Valentine's. I used to be like that too. I needed something for Valentine's Day in order for you to show me that you love me. That's bull. The man and a woman, you're supposed to know if they love you 365 days a year. You're supposed to know that. So don't take one special day. He could beat your ass 364 days, but on that one day, that Valentine's Day, he give you some flowers. Oh, he loved me. Women, it's how we take things, and we go crazy. We really go crazy over stuff. We won't talk to the man. Oh, he better do something nice for Valentine's Day. We put restraints on him, and the men feel like they have to. I got to get her a big box of candy. I got to get her a big card. I got to take her out to this. They fall right in it. We do. We fall in that trap. And I'm sorry. I have to apologize, you know, and it's a depressing holiday because it reminds everybody that's single, or they got everybody that's single thinking something's wrong with them if they don't get a Valentine. Oh, I ain't got no chocolate. I ain't got nobody to give me no card. And then the card, the real letter from Valentine's, was the dude that was sitting in the jail, St. Valentine's, they call him a martyr, sitting in the jail writing a love letter to an 8-year-old child, and he signed it, Your Valentine. And people took that. They took that and they made that positive. Really? It perplexes me. Like I said, when you know better, you're supposed to do better. I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. You don't have to celebrate it on that day. You don't have to show nobody you love. Tell me you love me on March the 1st.
But I think it's good to change perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to show God and love over everything. So I think if you're showing love, I think, you know, good things will happen because, you know, God's always show love. So I think if you show love on that day and no hatred.
Every day, Kiani, that's God every day.
Oh yeah, we got that part. But I'm saying that day. I mean, the whole point is showing love, period. But I'm saying that day or any other day, I don't think, you know, you can be cursed or hurt if you're showing love. Now, if you're doing some demonic stuff, which mostly what they was doing, no positivity, love. It was some dark, you know. So I think it was a festival. Started as festival, so I think
you keep saying it was a massacre.
Yeah, that was a murder massacre. They killed a lot of people in it. A lot of people died. I can't speak of names because just listening to y'all and rolling back to what I was taught or what I remember. Well, I wasn't there, but what I was taught about Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day was a massacre. It was a bloodshed. The same as Thanksgiving. The same as 4th of July, which is not our Independence Day. The same as every day that we celebrate is not a day of a good day. There's a lot of lives lost in this.
You're right, and you're right about that. You're right about that on all levels. We always been hated on, spit on, hurt for no reason. I mean, that's why I was telling y'all. We ain't never got together and say, "Hey, white ass, we're gonna beat you up. You look like a Rice Krispie treat. We gonna burn your house up." We ain't never did none of that hatred stuff. We never surrounded a little girl gonna kick you in the face. Little girl, can you pay her? We never did none of that. It was always love. They brought the dogs out, the water hoses out. We still marching in peace. That's why
we give you the shirt off. We will give you the shirt off our back. You take everything else and give you the shirt off our back, and you still want to beat us down. I mean,
people breath thinking. We ain't said a word to them. We ain't say your breath stink. We still marching. We still marching. They yelling at us. We still marching in peace. They musty, but that's another thing I learned. We always been about God and love. I don't know what y'all believe in, but I noticed. Us minorities always been about God and love the whole time. I mean, since I've been alive, that's all I ever seen was love, peace, and just that's all I've been taught.
Hey, I was taught love, God, cleanliness, and peace.
Let me say good morning.
Because if you're not cleansed, you're not godly. That's what I was taught.
That's true. I taught the same thing.
Let me say good morning to Bubakal. Good morning, Bubakal.
Good morning.
Let me bring you up to speed. Welcome to the Morning Night Show.
Good morning. Good morning.
We're talking
you're not going to believe that.
Wait a minute. That's side conversation. Let me bring him up to speed, Lee. Please. We're talking about Valentine's Day, right? Because Valentine's Day is Wednesday. But what do you know Valentine's Day is? What is Valentine's Day? Where did it come from? Do you celebrate it? Do you even, how do you feel about it?
Well, I really don't celebrate it. My wife and I might go to dinner because we want to go dinner. Right. I think of Valentine's Day, the St. Valentine's Day massacre in Chicago when they killed all those people. You know, another money grab for the retailers. You know, another way to embarrass some people. You know what I'm saying? She ain't want to talk to this nigga all year. Now he's finally shared to come bring some candy and put it on. She's like, dude, you a stalker. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, but it's Valentine's Day. So one day I can get away with this. You know what I'm saying? No. But, you know, that's what I mean. I would personally, I don't celebrate it. My daughters, my younger, she did Valentine's Day with her homies from school. But nah, man, we're good over here. And I'm even red because I didn't wear this because of Valentine's at all.
Well, it ain't Valentine's Day today anyway, so you good any day of the week. You know, you look good in red.
I'm a sidebar. Shout out to Taylor Swift and the Kansas City Chiefs on their win. She did some amazing things I didn't know she could do. She was capable of. She came through in the clutch. You know what I'm saying? And she even brought a secret player with her. Shout out to Ice Spice. They were wonderful. And Travis Kelce did all right and Mahomes all right. But Taylor Swift, you were the MVP.
Okay. Back to today's topic. You brought out some good points because you hit what Rodney said. Rodney said that him and his don't celebrate it. He love his wife all the time. And they
365. 365. We don't do it. It's bull. It's nonsense. It's just every holiday in this country, damn it, every holiday in this country is a money grab.
Okay,
it's a money grab.
You brought out what Lee said about the Valentine's Day massacre. Hold up thought. Because I'm gonna ask you some questions about that in Chicago. So if you can look up some facts, because I don't know about the Valentine's Day massacre in Chicago. You brought out what Molly said about the woman thing. It's the girl thing that, you know, all of this time we like the chocolate candy. We want to go out. This guy, any other day, he's stalking us, but that day it's acceptable. And then you also brought out what Kiani was saying about every day we should be about loving one another, and every day and how we morphed into that. You hit some good spots. But what I want to know, I don't know about the Valentine's Day massacre. So could somebody, I know Rodney looking up facts and stuff. What year was the Valentine's Day massacre?
Oh, I can look it up, but I was working. Hold on, let me get.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
It's all good. I got you. Hold on.
When was this, Bubakal? And what do you recall of
this was doing like I think like the 30s during Prohibition.
Valentine's Day been in existence way before that.
Your question to me was, what do I think of when I hear Valentine's Day?
Right, no, but yes. And then I asked about, what do you, thank you for correcting me. That's what you think of about the Valentine's Day massacre. Now, what happened on Valentine's Day? Did somebody not get this man a card or a flower and he went off?
All right,
now he lined these mobsters up and shot them down like the firing squad. Okay. I forgot how many people was lined up, but it shot them up like a firing squad.
Rodney, what was you getting ready to say?
Valentine's Day massacre was February 14th, 1929. 7 members of associates of George Bugs Marlin bootlegging gang were lined up against the wall and shot dead outside of the garage. North Clark Street. That's what it says. So it says 7 members of the gang was just lined up and shot and killed on Valentine's Day.
Do they show
before it was y'all not black on black violence?
Do they show the pictures? Because I'm pretty sure that they were black moonshiners.
No, those are white people.
Okay.
Those are all white.
Actually, the Italians are white. All white people, like my man Molly just said. All white people. This was done by the mobsters. That's why I said back there. So I said they just everything is violent. Us violent. This. No, it's not. Y'all been violent since before y'all got to this country. Let's keep facts. Facts. If you look back before they got here, all they was doing was going to war in Europe. Hey, I mean, you think the Wild West was crazy? So you understand. You're dealing with people now who acting like we've never done this, but you come from that. That's why you can act that way. And then, unfortunately, for some of us, we picked up that culture, and now we've been highlighted.
That's how we've been taught.
You know, yeah, we've been taught, but we've been highlighted. There's still white on white crimes out here. How is it there's less of us, more of you, but there's more crimes with us? It just don't make sense. You can say a lot of crime with us, but just statistically and by numbers, y'all way more than us. So your crimes add up just as well, but ours is highlighted.
Actually, it's more of us than it is of them.
Who is us?
Black people, poor people. It's more black people than it is white people. Or any other people.
Now you can say poor people and other people of color, but not in this country, there's more white people here.
I don't think.
Look, once you step out of where you normally at,
there's definitely more white people in this country.
But I'm saying, I know you're on the road.
Wait a minute,
But my point is, when I travel places, especially in this country,
hold on for a minute.
Like go to the Midwest, period.
Okay, hold on for a minute. What were you saying?
I said when I travel around this country,
not you. I'm trying to think.
No, I was agreeing with Boubacar. I said there's definitely more white people in this country than it is blacks.
In the U.S.?
Yes, in the U.S., yeah.
Well, only 13% of us, Lee. We might see each other all the time. That's why we think it's more of us, because everywhere we go, our eyes is fixated on finding somebody black. But nah, man, there's more of them than us.
You got actual whole states that ain't a black person to be found. There's still
a mug. Shout out to Wyoming. The only black person over is Kanye West.
You gotta understand, there's still towns where we're not allowed to be in at night.
Yes, you're absolutely right. You're right.
Like you know, if there's more of us, then the damn show shouldn't be towns that we can't even be in at night in 2024. We still can't be in there at night. You know what I'm saying? So
you're absolutely right. My bad.
Yeah, they call it sundown towns.
Yeah, right. Where my cousin, the one that just bought the house in Kansas, before she was living in Iowa, and the percentage people in Iowa, she said that the only black people were there were African black. It was not like they were foreign black. The only, she said every black person had an accent there, right? She said when she was there, my cousin, they was out there, and they was at a daggone, what's that? Quiznos Subs. The guy, he was trying to order, and the dude, the white dude behind kind of kept ignoring her. His boss came over and said, "Y'all not from around here." She was like, "No, we don't." She said, "Because you don't talk like they do. You don't have an accent." She was like, "What?"
Yeah, I've been in places like that before.
Where the only black people there was the ones that came over from Africa. There wasn't no regular, black people. And then
you're talking about where a lot of them at, like Davenport.
I got an actual part of Iowa. It was
no, I know. Reason why I'm saying is because a lot of the refugees from Sudan were sent over to Iowa. That's why she's talking about that. When I was in Iowa, I went to Davenport, and I was in Burlington. My friend is from Burlington, grew up here. His family all from Burlington, well, in Minnesota. Super light skin, American. But a lot of people like that was like that in that town that were black. The few blacks that were there were like super light skin and nappy hair. That's how you knew, you know what I'm saying? But they could almost pass, but hair was coarse, serious coarse. But everywhere I went, none but white people, and like you said, the Africans, those are the refugees that sent over there. There's a guy named Francis Bach. He wrote a book. I read it maybe about 10 years ago. It was talking about our slavery. And oh man, I damn near I did shed a tear in that book because it messed my head up to know that this is still going on. He just got talking about getting out of slavery in 1997. He was in Sudan. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is black people. We're still around the world. These people are still hunting us and still doing things. You know, and he come from a peaceful set of people, the Dinkas. That's Manute Bo people. They're all super tall. but the people that were trying to get at them were the Arabs from up north Sudan, which don't make no sense. Anyway, they would come, raid the village, kill some of the women, rape some women, took some of the kids as workers, and he escaped. But that's a good book. It's called Out of Slavery by Francis Bach.
Molly said, just watch college sports. You'll see all white people in the stands. He said they came to, wait a minute, he just moved. They came to
the country and somehow became, they flipped off just now. Sorry.
Somehow became the majority.
You know what? You know what though? This is something. Wow. What the knowledge that you have on that is something that some of us African Americans don't have unless we read it. You know what I mean? We wouldn't know anything about that unless we read it or someone teaches it to us. So just knowing the Dinka tribe and this tribe and that tribe, we don't know we don't know our history. A lot of us history has been stripped from our ancestors. They don't tell us. Because
there's no excuse. Because they have to know it now. Pick up the book and read. Do your own research. Do your own.
Yeah, but now they can.
But you saying you got to, Lee. The thing is, we have to be willing to do that. That's the problem. Some people just prefer ignorance. They really just prefer ignorance because they say ignorance is bliss. So I'd rather not know than have to go through reading that. First of all, reading it, and then two, feeling anything extra besides what I know because I can't take that. You know,
don't know what to do with it. That's why. Right. That's why now that they're feeding all of the. I mean, how? And I was just reading and looking at a video last night. How do we have so much knowledge right now? So much knowledge, and the kids are so darn dumb because no, it's not that. It's not that the information is coming too fast. What's new is old in a week. And you can't retain that and learn anything if something's coming at you every week. I got a bottle of water, but there's an app for that. Well, that bottle of water is dangerous. There's an app for that. So
see, I'm gonna disagree with you, respectfully disagree, because as fast as knowledge comes, they can retain what they want to retain. They know every dance move and every lyrics to this doggone messed up song because that's what they want to know. Junk. They don't want to know nothing good, and they definitely don't want to know nothing that's going to change them or when they stop doing their bad behavior. Them songs come quick.
I'm saying, but again, it starts at home. The molding starts at home. If you start giving these kids this, that at an early age, just as you have them waking up in the middle of the night while y'all clubbing and tell them to do that dance.
You gave that excuse, that weak excuse that they can't retain the knowledge because it come too fast. And I said, I disagree. That's what I was talking about.
Kenny Clark said, everything in the library card is free. And they said, yeah, I'm getting the library card, it's free. And it's called applied knowledge. The thing is, Lee is on point with what she's saying. I get what you say to Reese, but it starts from home. As a father, if I'm into stuff like that, and my kids see their parents are into stuff like that, more than likely they get interested in stuff like that. But if your parents that have no clue about that stuff or really don't care, it's not on your brain either. It does start from home. Everything, culture starts from home. What you have is everything.
Again, because I wasn't taught this at home. My mom learned this from my mama. And remember, I got country parents.
Yeah, but Reese, how old are you now? And Reese, you cannot. We're talking about teenagers. We're not talking about a 50-some-year-old woman. We're talking about
as a teenager. I was seeking knowledge. Why do you think I was a student? I was in search of. You have to be wanting. You have to. Because
you're still an anomaly compared to a lot of people, Reese. You are still.
Look how young Marlon is, and he seek knowledge. Look how young look how young Kenny is. They seek knowledge. It's
because their parents teach you to seek knowledge. Now, I'm sorry, Reese. Somebody's in your life that put that to you. You're not thinking about it right now, but somebody put that to you. Somebody put that book in your hand. Somebody said gave you that exactly. So it's not like you just little kid. Let me go find a book and try to know. Somebody put that. Look back in your memory bank. Somebody put that in your hand. somebody opened that book, that door for you. There it is. You know what I'm saying?
People
somebody taught you the words. Somebody taught you how to write the words that you put in there.
Everybody know these words that I've written because I'm speaking plain English. But it's got to be in you to go and search up. You got to seek.
Of course. But everything is a nudge. Everything is a nudge. Like babies, they look at us when we talk to them. That's why my kids, I never spoke like, why do you say baby talk to them? We never did that. That's why they was able to speak at an early age and comprehend at an early age. So it's the same thing. It's what you putting in as a parent, what you putting in as a parent. Like you said, your mama was in the book. Duh. You might not say, I don't get on my mama, but guess what? You picked up a trait of your mother's. You got into books. You got to escape away from the book. Pardon?
Some people didn't learn from their parents. Some people
I get that.
Certain things.
It don't matter. It
different. So sometimes
parents is the village, there are people around.
It should start at home, but that doesn't mean that the home is where it starts.
Right. I get that.
It should start at home, but don't mean home is where it starts.
Yeah, but it's part of that village, whether who they were, uncle, auntie, or a friend of the family, or just a friend, an older person. Somebody handed that book over. Somebody is like, hey, this might. Everything's from inspiration. Nobody just said, I'm just gonna go pick up a book. And if you did, you're an anomaly, and nothing wrong with that. But there are not many of you. That's my point. Most people that get engaged and stuff like that from their background, from their family, or something, family, friend, the mentor, somebody. We have knowledge, we don't apply.
Influence them. Someone
Kenny Clark said we have knowledge, we don't apply ourselves. And is that the Nation Builder? Brother of the Nation Brother.
But again, I'm going back to what she said when I was answering. She said that the kids can't pick up the knowledge because it comes too fast. Answer that, Bubakal. She said the kids cannot pick up the knowledge.
Yeah, that was based on what? But that was based.
And all I said was I disagree.
You're breaking up
everything else so quickly. That was the question, Bubakal, and you was like, "No, I disagree." I'm saying that children,
but
as fast as it comes, yes, they can learn. Yes, they can.
I'm sorry, I just missed that. You said children that what now?
I said children, just as fast as knowledge comes, yes, they can learn just as quick. Lee was saying they can't retain the knowledge because it comes so fast. And I'm like, that's not.
Yes, because no, that you're taking it totally out of context. We have already acknowledged that it comes from home. We had said that earlier. But so if these kids, if this stuff is still thrown, that's just like us trying to learn it right now. There's an app for everything. I mean, they're not retaining it because they weren't taught to retain it. So then they have to turn around and redevelop their mind. It don't matter if it's home, meaning mom or dad. It's just home, away from someone else. It could be a family member. Just as Bubakal said, somebody had to put that book in your hand, the pen in your hand. They're not retaining it because they weren't taught to.
Kenny
if
said,
I'm reading all the time, my kids don't come over and say, "What you reading?"
Kenny said, if the brothers from the Nation 20 years ago that put that, had them seeking knowledge, the brothers from, what did he say? Yeah, the brothers inspired me in my younger 20s to seek knowledge.
Something gets in there, it makes you want to learn.
And different. Nah, facts. I mean, look, man. I mean, like I said, I see where you coming from, Reese. You trying to play devil's advocate, but it's the truth, man.
Devil's advocate. I can't live your life or Lee's life. I'm telling you, for me. And
yeah, but you explained you also explained it to me.
Saying that he never had an education. That inspired me to want to learn to get my education. My granddaddy then not being able to go to school. And I said, well, hell, I'm going to go to school. I'm going to learn. Let me find out what they couldn't or they weren't able to because they had to work the farm and all that other stuff. So if that's what you're talking about, but that had nothing to do with my rate of absorbing and understanding. I was a 2 or 3 year old asking questions. Why was it into me to ask these questions? Why was I the nosy kid? Because I know stuff that my aunts and uncles and everybody didn't know. Why they said they didn't ask. So what was in me to make me want to ask these questions? What was in me?
Inquisitive. You was inquisitive. That's just your personality.
Make me want to seek the knowledge. What was in me to make me want to seek that?
I get that, Reese. I get that. You're inquisitive, but on other people, look. Remember, I was reading the book, and also we talk. Remember, you said somebody put that book in your hand. Ever since then, you've been into reading. You literally told us this on this show. We need to go back a couple episodes. So, like you said, now what that was already in you, you was inquisitive, as I was. That's why we're on here now. You just an inquisitive person. Some people are not. But the reason why you was like the way you was asking all the questions, you were inquisitive, but you really got into reading more and getting lost in the books when somebody handed you a book. And like you was like, oh. And you said that was your escape. And like I said, the same thing for your mama. That was in your blood. You should be like that. She was a reader too. I know you don't give her no love on it. I get it. But I'm just saying, I'm going by the clues I'm giving. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
go ahead,
being inquisitive is one thing, but wanting to read is something different. It's one thing wanting to be nosy is a different one to read.
Well, the other thing is that the houses today where kids are growing up, there are no books. There are none. There's zero.
No, right.
No books. No books. Not one book in the whole house.
It's school.
Yeah, I got you.
This is the laptop.
But here's the thing, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and for me, that's what the issue is with our kids is that I call it the Google age right now because they want everything instant and they don't want to have to actually work to get it. So if they want to answer, they go right to their phone and get the answer, and they're not gonna follow up behind it. Whatever they read first is facts. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they read first is the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Making it through the class.
Hey guys, I hate to buzz, I hate to interrupt, but my phone has went down to 3% and I'm having a problem with charging it. I got to take it to the shop. But can I say something before? Because I got to get off.
Mm-hmm.
I have a show Friday at the Galactic Panther. Rising to the top. It's good. Hopefully it'll be great. I'm praying that it does. The show I had Friday wasn't that successful, but it was on point. Mr. Tony Woods came and visited, and he lit up the room with the people that were there. I'm just grateful that I have the opportunity, and thanks out there for allowing me to do this on your platform.
You're welcome. That's what it's here for.
Hey Lee, hey Lee. Just a quick reminder, or maybe you didn't know, wooden phones don't charge well. So understand, wooden phones don't charge. That came with the hoods, the horse, and bucket. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Philip, I don't mean to take y'all off topic here, but guess who I saw with Philip Page? Philip Page was in oh man, he fucking awesome. That man is funny as shit, especially when he get into his bag. All the guys was good, man. It was good. I'm overwhelmed. I'm just a little bit overwhelmed. You know? I mean, I felt like whatever went wrong with that show or didn't go right, the positivity came when Tony Woods walked in that building.
That's what's up.
I think we on the map. Yeah. But look, let my phone charge, my wooden phone, and I saw JoJo baby up there too.
Okay.
He wasn't in Alexandria, but I saw him on some pictures with Philip.
Oh, I think he came to your show.
Yeah. So let me go and get this phone thing taken care of. And I'll talk to y'all later. Hey, come on through, man. You know my birthday. I'm putting together a birthday show too on March 1st, and I know you got yours too.
March 1st.
But I'll talk to y'all a little bit later.
All right, see y'all.
Nah, that's a Friday.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, don't blow no kisses at.
Say what? What she say?
I don't know. But
I said somebody that don't go against me or somebody. I don't know.
She said,
is that what you said?
She said, "Don't blow no kisses at me." That's what she said. I don't know what that was about.
Booba Cow, she said, "Don't blow no kisses at her today."
You sure? That's what she said? I don't think that's what Lee said.
That's what I heard.
I doubt that's what Lee said. I really doubt that's what Lee said. I am so doubtful.
Is that a secret Valentine's that we don't know about?
I am so doubtful that is what Lee said. Trust me.
That's what she said. Molly, is that what Lee said? That's a secret Valentine's, Booba. Is you want to tell me something about Lupercalia that you what you know?
About who?
That's the pagan rich. I'm like, what you doing, Booba?
I have no clue what you're talking about right now, but I know you do.
Don't be blowing no kisses at her. That's what she said.
That's what. That's thank you.
Even Molly
that's
backed it up. Hey, Booba Cow.
Everybody heard
look,
that.
Man, whatever you be
But what
doing,
the hell does that mean?
Hey, that sounds like something y'all can figure out on Valentine's Day. Just go ahead and whatever.
I don't know. Only kisses I be blowing the Lee is Hershey kisses throwing them at her ass. But now I don't know. Lee don't, she don't swing that way. I don't know what she, well, I guess maybe that's what I'm saying.
Hey, maybe she turning a new leaf, brother. You the person. I'm just saying, Hey,
well,
man,
I haven't been known to bring them back to the other side. So
there you go. Good luck. Good luck with that.
I ain't messing around, bro. No. Look. Nah, brother, I'm good. I like Lee. Lee be a good side man, a wing man. That's what
y'all doing some pagan type stuff, and I ain't with that. Look, y'all getting wicked.
What's the pagan stuff you talking about?
You missed the first part of the show.
Oh.
With Valentine's Day, week,
Well, you can scoop that right over to Easter. Did I offend some Christians?
No, that's the whole thing. That's a made up holiday too.
Yes, Easter.
Eggs, dipping in color. Wait
till you
get to Easter, because I got the true story behind that.
It's actually called Aster.
And
it's called Aster.
Esther. They used to say
not Esther, Aster.
Well, but they call it Esther. It was Aster. You right that part, but then you know how they Americanized it. Like, they changed the name to fit, and they said it came from it's part of the sun god, and she was
fertility. It was the god of fertility. It's a big ass rabbit with 6 breasts with 6 nipples.
It even goes deeper in that, especially.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the god for fertility.
Because it was Nimrod's wife. Crazy Nimrod's wife was the goddess of the temple, and she said she came from the moon in an egg. And it's crazy, and the rabbits, because their son Timu. The
Christmas tree. They said it came up. The pine tree didn't come up until he buried his mother. Nimrod buried his mother, and what came out of her grave was the pine tree, and that's why they celebrated so much, and they put the gifts and stuff underneath it for a Christmas tree. It was about Nimrod's mother.
Nimrod was in Egypt. Show me what pine tree grow in Egypt.
Did I make this up? No, I'm just telling you.
They like all different kinds of stories.
Where it comes from.
When you do the digging, you got to brush off this.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Nimrod's mother was buried, and a Christmas tree came up out of there, and that's why they started putting the gifts, and the whole tradition came from. It didn't come from Jesus and all that. It was from Nimrod's mother, the burial of his mother on the 25th. You can check that out.
That's another made up story. All of these are made up stories, but that's another. Yeah. That would be another story. I never heard that story, but when
even the birth of Jesus, wasn't the 25th of December.
Well, we all know that, Booba Cow. We
goes back to Nimrod again.
We was talking about this early. One pagan holiday at a time. We talking about the one that's coming up Wednesday and why we shouldn't or should, you know.
But just don't mess with National 7-Eleven Day. I like the Slurpees.
Any day could be a holiday. Molly Day. Molly, what day you gonna pick for your holiday?
Well, no, it's hilarious though, but it's the truth. Nowadays they got all these new days, brother and sister days, pizza day. I'm like, are you serious? Who's making this up and who's declaring it?
National Sibling Day and
right,
whatever day, blah
You
blah.
can have whatever day. We're gonna have the National Morning Mac Day. That's gonna be the day, August the 30th. That's gonna be National Morning Mac Day. We're gonna declare that. And all you got to do is type it and declare it. And it is. Boom.
All right. My dad mentality day would be February 31st.
Okay.
Just saying.
There you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
Did
you say February 31st?
Mm-hmm.
Booba, you coming on the February 31st show, Booba?
Yes, I will. I'll be right there front center.
Mm-hmm.
They just said Molly says all made up, even the pagan ones.
Look, exactly, Molly. Rodney, what day is February 31st fall on this year?
Huh? It's on a Tuesday every year. Every year it falls on a Tuesday.
There it is.
Yep. Don't even matter. I'm telling you.
February 31st, y'all.
There you go. Dad mentality day.
They got it. The show, isn't this your rap show?
I'm gonna start it off as we spank our kids on that day, and then next year I'll change it to all dads get to, I don't know, do something. We'll figure it out. I'll change
Something
it
nasty,
every
probably.
year. I'll change it, so that
National Beat Your Wife Day coming up.
I'll make it Christian next year.
You know you gonna get hung, Booba Kyle. He tried to get Rodney killed over some National Beat Your Wife Day.
He not even touching that side. He like, my microphone is paused right now.
Nah, I'm gonna stand still like I glitched out for a second, like Lee was doing. You know what I'm saying? Boo Kyle, don't be blowing me no kisses.
Hey, y'all gonna stop making that a thing.
Nope, it's what Lee said. Don't blow no kisses, baby. Don't blow. But look, Rodney, tell the people about your season finale show, because that's gonna be hot.
Oh yeah. So season finale show will be out tomorrow, 8 a.m. For your morning drive. We're gonna do we're doing basically the hip hop draft. So I got a draft board up that I'm putting 64 albums, hip hop albums on there, but they're gonna battle head to head against each other until we figure out what is the number one hip hop album of all time. And of course, Reese will be there. It'll be fun. It's also what we call our drinking and smoking show, because it's all about just having fun and drinking, talking, and just talking hip hop this time. I kind of always like my season finales to be fun, not going into the hard topics we usually talk about. But even though you'd be surprised how much we argue about on just hip hop itself. So everybody has their different criteria and different opinions. So I'm tired of arguing about it. So we're gonna figure out the greatest album of all time.
It's like trying to figure out the greatest comedian of all time. Sometimes,
we already know who the greatest comedian of all time is. It's me.
Yeah.
Y'all just ain't realized it yet. Y'all just ain't realized it yet. Booba Kyle, 10 years from now, he's gonna be telling his grandkids, Reese used to be funny as hell. Let me tell you about Reese. They're gonna speak stories about me. we're gonna make some up. Me and Molly gonna write and go throw it out there. So everybody else throwing it out there.
You should do a titty juice day.
You know what? That ain't a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Titty juice day.
Booba Kyle. Like, first I'm getting kissed by Lee, now I'm getting titty juice from Reese. Booba's just like.
That's how I met Reese. Yeah. I was at a comedy show and she pulled out she pulled liquor out her titty. I was like, oh shit, yeah. I was like, got my shot glass. Me and my wife got our shot glass, and she poured us a shot. Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah.
And he also got this book.
And I also bought the book.
I've been inspired by you, Reese. Now, so now everywhere I go, I'm gonna keep little shots of bottle of shots in the crotch. So just
that's ball juice.
I don't want
You
that.
don't want no Red Bulls.
I'm
no
good.
Blue Bulls.
who the hell said I'm sharing with you, brother?
Lee.
I'm not telling you. I'll share with you, lady.
Leah be there for it. Stop blowing her kisses. Leah be there.
Nah, Lee drink with me though. Just drink with me.
She did that ball juice.
Mhm. Happy Valentine's Day.
I love y'all.
Lee would drink with me.
Molly, like, we gotta get out of this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how this happened. I don't know how we got to this, but
What is it? Wellness Monday? What's Monday called? Monday Madness?
Monday Madness, and you know this is a madness right here.
Hey, shout out all these comedians out here acting so angry.
Hey, yo, there you go right there.
Yeah, shout out to all you angry comedians. I see y'all online complaining and why so angry? Why you angry like that?
I can't get involved with millionaires fighting. That shit is ridiculous.
Oh no! The penny, hey, hold up. The pennyneers are getting involved too. The nickel-neers, the penny-neers, they're all starting to beef. The dollar-neers, they're all, I'm telling you, every day I look online, somebody's complaining about something. Another comedian, man. I'm like, wow.
When did comedians become the Kardashians?
I don't know.
I mean, that's basically what you watching.
Yeah.
And who cares about Monique's husband so much? Like, oh, why do I always hear about this dude? This dude, who cares? Like,
Turn up Tuesday, y'all. Bring
like,
that. I
who
want to know
cares?
what y'all talking about. So y'all
Man, hey, you can look at some local comedians out here beefing for no freaking reason. Just beefing. Y'all niggas ain't funny and this and that. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Why you don't quit? You've been in the game for 10, 12 years, 15 years. Why you don't quit? Same old routine. Man, these niggas are tripping. These niggas be fooling themselves. One dude wrote, a lot of these comedians are delusional. I'm just like,
wow.
what is wrong with you niggas? Why y'all, like, why so angry? Y'all know you're in the wrong business, right? If you have this much anger, you're in the wrong business. You supposed to be bringing joy and smiles to people. Instead of now, you turn this to the WWE. There's always some drama behind the story, you know, before you get to the main event. We don't need this. We don't need this. Cat Williams and then now going to Monique. Let it go. Breathe. You know what I'm saying? They already got their money. Monique, and then, I don't know. I'm not Monique. You know, I'm not messing with Mo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Monique in case you need somebody to open up. But also shout out to, you know, I'm just saying. Y'all need to let this go, y'all, please, because it's going down from millionaires to thousandaires to dollar-nears, and now penny-nears and nickel-nears are getting involved. It's terrible when you don't make no money off none of your shows and you out here beefing with people. You don't sell merch, you don't sell a ticket. Why are you beefing with people? Just saying.
The Bubukai, this sounds kind of personal. Do you want to sit on the couch of
no, I'm a victim of this because I see it every day on my timeline with people I know. I see with people I know, I'm like, why are y'all so angry? If anybody know me, I don't carry that with me. If you know me, you don't see me come and play mugger. What did I do when you see me, Reese?
They not a curmudgeon. When
I'm not a
every time I
curmudgeon.
see you smiling and hugging on me. Now you're gonna be asking me for some titty juice. Cause now Rodney done told you I got juice. You gonna be saying, Reese, pour me a cup of titty juice. I need to get happy. Rodney, maybe that's what I need to do. Give every comedian a shot of titty juice so they can be happy and love one another again.
There you go.
It's just like this. 2 squirts.
No. When I gave Rodney and his wife that titty juice, Rodney, didn't y'all have an even better time? He was already having a good time. After the titty juice, him and Vicky was like, hey.
Hell yeah.
There was something actually in that titty juice, huh?
It was love.
It was delicious.
Call me Mother Love.
Yeah. No.
Love out the crotch.
After Boubacar, after you get some titty juice, you'll be blowing kisses at Lee. So it's all good. That's all.
That is called what was that? Formaldehyde. We know it in the cigarette. Yeah. When you see me doing stuff like that.
Hey, man.
I love Lee, don't get me twisted, but we don't do that.
I blow kisses to everybody.
Yeah. Only kisses I blow at Lee, it's like hard candy. Just like stale Hershey Kisses, real stale, like from 2 years ago, Halloween. I throw the hell out of them through the hit her right side of her head. You know what I'm saying? Just to get attention, let her know I love her. You know what I'm saying? So I am guilty of throwing kisses at Lee, not blowing.
Old candy.
Hard old candy. Hershey Kisses, to be exact.
I'm trying to say peace, and he throwing candy. Candy kisses at that. Love you, Rodney. I see you tonight on the show. Yes, everybody tune in. Tell everybody how to tune in, Rodney. Tomorrow, y'all got to tune in to see the shows, the rap battle.
Dad_mentality on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. You can check it out on all that. It'll be on it, like I said, tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for the morning drive. Just, go on YouTube, follow, please follow, man. Have a good time. Check out some of our older other joints we talk about depression. We talk about self-care, self-love. We talk about a lot of good topics, to help you through your day. So,
yes. Rodney, I'm laughing because you told me last show. You said, "Are you all right?" Rodney said,
I thought she was asleep. Her eyes, I couldn't see shit. I was like, "Damn, was she asleep?" Like,
I thought
you was pulling what's my man that be on here that be falling asleep all the time?
Keanu.
Nah, the other dude, Phil. Yeah, Phil ass be
big fish.
Phil ass be hitting the dog like a motherfucker. Like, damn, dog, you all right over there? Shit, what you just got out the club?
I close my eyes because the glare hurts. So know that sometimes I actually do. Sometimes I do close my eyes because looking at the light hurts. Sometimes.
Hey,
I was on one episode when he woke up and he went like this when he woke up and shit. Yeah, Phil be out, son. That shit's hilarious.
Phil got the morning nap show. It's the morning nap show with Big Philip Page. Let me show you how to take a good nap. Okay? Because this is how I take my nap. All right? This is how Big Philip Page takes his nap.
But this is how we gonna exit. Molly, I only been holding this book up for 45 minutes. Molly, my arm time.
It's strength training.
Molly doesn't know how to do this show. Molly always he be like, I play the music. I don't understand why they don't understand why this shit's supposed to end.
I don't know, dog. I tell them all the time.
Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, you got
Reese.
When you do Molly, it's
you're
gotta
a
be slow.
Y'all always going on. You're a Boubacar, Reese. Y'all always doing that.
Drinking my sea moss.
I'm working on you, Mario.
Chilling. Hey, look. So in real life, we got to do different as people because we always doing the same thing. Y'all don't understand why we got to do different as people. I got my sea moss. I got my book. I'm going to take this. I'm just saying we got to do something different, y'all. I come in here and tell y'all every time, do something different. That's all.
Oh Lord, yo, I got body coming up.
Yeah. I'm practice that. I gotta get Lee down. I'm gonna work on Lee next time. I gotta keep on get that shit down.
You ain't going. You don't have to work on me. You don't have to work on me. I work on myself.
Boubacar, stop blowing
my
me
cheeks
kisses.
up different.
Stop blowing me kisses, Boubacar.
Boubacar throw hard kisses at me. He throw Hershey kisses at me.
Somebody need to get her a new phone for Valentine's Day. That's what need to happen.
Get a new phone.
You know what I'm saying? Get her a new phone for Valentine's Day. That's what she
I'm
needs.
trading the wooden one for a metal phone.
Right.
I'm gonna get a metal phone now. My metal phone is way better.
She'll probably
I
want
can
to
get signal all the way in Costa Rica down to South Carolina. I'm getting a new phone, y'all. Do my cheeks look different?
They made me snort. Y'all
I
made
went and got the new Nextel so I can chirp now. I'm gonna chirp to y'all. Let me chirp into the show.
Oh,
The Nextel, not the Nextel drug Jones.
oh,
It's just gonna be random ass messages out of nowhere.
I'm headed to the bathroom, y'all.
I left my 1/3 of the man in the bathroom yesterday. If anybody sees it, please return it back to me. Thank you.
Not the 1/3 of the man in the bathroom. Have you seen this picture of 1/3 of a man in the bathroom?
I left it in the bathroom. If anybody sees it,
He has
please
my
return.
Federo on. I'm looking for.
It's gotta.
My favorite Federo, he has it on. Please, if you see this picture.
Lee, they roasting you. Where you?
If you look at the bottom, it has my address and my chirp tail number.
Oh, oh,
Thank you.
oh,
Just drop it off in the mailbox.
The Federo's missing, the half man is missing, and the phone. The next tail is missing too. Chirp, chirp.
Rodney, okay, you gonna get it for that one. She gonna get you.
I know she will. I love Lee.
But
Hey, Reese, I'm outside the house, Reese. Is that Dad Marcelli on the phone?
I told him stop talking shit.
That was the original text. That was the original voice text.
Molly, they hurt my stomach, Molly. In the show, Molly. I can't, oh my gosh, you got me crying. Oh gosh, I don't even want to show my face. Oh, that was
She coming back tomorrow with a vengeance, I promise you.
I ain't gonna show up tomorrow.
Mommy said she ain't gonna be kissing at me tomorrow.
No
She gonna be
I'm gonna blink in and out if I see her.
It's good.
I don't see I'm on show. If I blink in and out, you know what's going on.
What's great, her phone's dead, so she ain't gonna watch this part. So tomorrow we just every time we talk to her, just chirp for no reason. just talk to her, be like, hey Lee, how you doing?
Molly, we got a chirping sound. Molly.
Yeah.
She working on that wooden internet connection.
Oh, my stomach hurt. Oh,
Her internet is still connected to phone wires.
She got to go on AOL. She got the old school, wong, wong, wong.
That happen every day before she get on this show. It takes me 20 minutes to get on this show after loading up her phone.
I bet
she loaded up and say a prayer with it.
I bet Reese send a link to her AOL account.
Oh
man.
It's over, Molly. Peace.
She coming for us.
I love you guys. She gonna write some new jokes.
It's 2/3 a man at AOL.com.
2/3.
Hey, hey man. Tonight it might rain and snow. Normally I'd be out. I never take a rest tonight. If I don't take a rest tonight, I'm going to Philadelphia, y'all. I'm gonna go to Philadelphia. Yep. There's 2 rooms over there. They want your boy to come out. and see some guys
AKA
I
still
went to
food
work with.
stamps. That's funny. You see what Marley did? He been waiting for us to notice this what he put up there. He got AKA still food stamps. I do. Well, I did. I sold them though, but I stole. But then they got for you, Bubakal. Stop blowing kisses. You don't see it on there.
What is?
I see it McFarlane, aka Reese.
Not under your name. It said Bubakal, stop blowing kisses. Yeah. Now Marley trying to flex. Marley trying to flex now. Now we gotta go back to Marley.
No, but you see, I didn't see it.
What?
Oh, there you go. Bubakal, stop blowing kisses.
Look at him.